Let me ask you something. Are you tired of having to spend your own money on things? Do you wish you could know what it's like to be part of the 1%? Because I, like millions of other people, am so tired of having to spend my own money on stuff. And you know what? It's about time that someone treated me. And what better way to do that than to get a sugar daddy? But not just any sugar daddy. I want the sugar daddy. And who better to be my sugar daddy than Mr. Jeff Bezos? I want to know what it's like to have Jeff Bezos money. So I present to you a website that will allow you to do exactly that. We're going to spend Jeff Bezos money, and we're going to see what it's like to have him take care of us. And it said, what is that, 124 billion? I don't think that's right. $209.2 billion. Oh my God, I'm going to be sick. Oh, that's so much money. Why does he have so much money? Let's say we're a nice soccer mom. We're looking to get the new Toyota Sienna for $31,640. I have no idea if that's what it's actually worth, but hey, it's the internet. I'm going to believe it. You know what? Let's just put like a ridiculous amount. Let's say like 10,000 Toyota Siennas. That didn't even put a fucking dent in what we were just doing. Imagine going to like the Toyota factory and being like, you know what? I love this Toyota Sienna. I'll take every single one that you could possibly think to make. That is unreal. Okay, well, let's see what other type of things that we could buy with Jeff Bezos' money. All right, let's say that I just became a dad, and no dad is complete without some New Balance sneakers, some jorts, and a goddamn grill. Let's say we wanted to buy a grill for every dad in the state of Texas. Hold on, how many people actually live in Texas? 29.2 million people. That's a lot of people. Okay, well, let's assume that half of those people are male, and let's assume that half of those males are dads. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say it's 7 million. 7 million grills. Did you see how small that number changed? You could buy a grill for just about every dad in the entire goddamn state of Texas. That bald head and droopy eyes seeming pretty sexy right about now. Ooh, we got Starbucks coffee. Nobody loves Starbucks more than women. I think that's a pretty fair assumption to make. How many people live in the US? So about almost 333 million people live in the United States. So let's assume that half of those people are women. 166.5 million women. That's a lot of boobies and butts. Now that we got our figure, let's go ahead and 166,500. That didn't change a whole lot. Like that's still like you could change the world with this money. You could buy every woman in America coffee. Do you have any idea how happy you would make half of the United States population in one fell swoop? Ooh, all right, here we go. This is where he becomes my real sugar daddy. So $1,000 for a single month rent. Let's see how many months of rent he would be able to supply for me. Let's say he supplies me with 1,000 months rent. That still didn't even make a dent in his money. How many years is 1,000 months? That's 83 years. He could pay that much rent for me, and it wouldn't even faze him. $12,000. That is a single year's worth of rent that he would be able to supply. Now, let's times that. Say the word gets out like rapid fire, and he now has to pay for 5 million people to not work for an entire year. That's $60 billion. And as you can see, out of $124 billion, the dude still has almost $65 billion. Let's see something. Let's say like a well-known state, but not like a super populated one. Let's do population of let's say Colorado. Boom, almost 6 million. So essentially, Jeff Bezos could supply the entire state of Colorado with a year's worth of rent. Oh my God, dude. Just think of how much like activities people could do with that much time off. Like, could you imagine how happy people would be if they had an entire year off and didn't have to worry about rent. Like, people would be so happy. And you know that in Colorado, people are blazing up pretty fat. So they're already pretty goddamn happy. But now imagine that those people no longer have to pay rent. That's insane. All right, moving on. You know, every great study like this needs at least a little bit of control. Obviously, we are going to experiment with the mansions, the houses. We're going to buy fighting jets. We're going to buy Falcon 9 rockets. But every great study needs control. So how many $10 Pizza Hut pizzas can Jeff Bezos buy me? Let's say I am extremely hungry and I feel like eating 5 million pizzas. He could do it. That is a question that would stump the great minds that the world has ever known. The question is not, what would you do with $124 billion? The question is, what would you put on 5 million Pizza Hut pizzas? Curiosity has gotten the better of me, and I want to try something really quick. So in front of me, I have every text scroll from a certain franchise of movies. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get in trouble, but you all know which movies these are from. And I want to read every single one of these as fast as I possibly can, just to see how much money he makes by the time I get done. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. The taxation of trade routes to outlining star systems is in dispute. Hoping to resolve the matter with the blockade of deadly battleships, a greedy trade federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. While the Congress of the Republic endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, the Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, the Guardians of Peace and Justice in the galaxy, to settle the conflict. There's unrest in the Galactic Senate. Several thousand solar systems have declared their intentions to leave the Republic. This separatist movement, under the leadership of the mysterious Count Dooku, has made it difficult for the limited number of Jedi Knights to maintain peace and order in the galaxy. Senator Amidala, the former Queen of Naboo, is returning to the Galactic Senate to vote on a critical issue of creating an army of the Republic to assist the overwhelmed Jedi. War! The Republic is crumbling under attacks by the ruthless Sith Lord Count Dooku. There are heroes on both sides, evil is everywhere. In a stunning move, the fiendish droid leader, General Grievous, has swept into the Republic capital and kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine, leader of the Galactic Senate, as the separatist droid army attempts to flee the besieged capital of their with the valuable hostage. 2 Jedi Knights lead a desperate mission to rescue the captive Chancellor. Oh, God. Okay, I'm actually going to stop it right there, because I don't want to keep boring you guys, but let's just see how much money he's made, just in the first trilogy alone. 200. That, man. He was sitting at $270,000 in the small amount of time it took me to read the text for the, I guess essentially the second 3 movies, but he had made more money than I have made in the amount of time that I've been alive. That's not okay. That is way too much money. That's too much power. When you're making $300,000 in what I would assume is probably just like, I don't know, maybe like 30 seconds, that he makes about $500,000 in about a minute or so. When you make $500,000 in about a minute or so, how do you not give every single cent of it away? Like, Jeff Bezos could literally change the world as we know it. But this is definitely the man that I want being my sugar daddy. I want him to pay for everything that I want in life, and I'm going to start itemizing everything, and I'm going to send him the bill, and I'm going to tell him that I am his long lost son that he may or may not have ever had, and that he owes me, and I want what's due. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's cool that he can make this much money in this short amount of time, and that he just has this vast wealth, and it's insane how one bald-headed man can make that much money? Or are you on the other side of the fence, where you think that we need to start eating the rich and we need to stop them? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I would really love to know what your take on this is. And while you're there in the comments, let me know if this is the type of video that you would like to see more of. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you watching the video. If you enjoyed this content, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. That really means a lot to me. But in the meantime, my name is SGuyRed. Take care. Jeff Bezos looks like he could play a younger version of J.K. Simmons in a biopic.